Well, Samsung Foldables will finally see some real competition outside China in 2023 from companies like Oppo, OnePlus, Xiaomi, and many more. So Samsung needs to do something more than they usually do. Well, this may be the reason why Samsung is actually preparing to make a number of significant upgrades to the Galaxy Z Flip 5 this year. And one of the major ones has to be the cover screen. Well, we were talking about this for a very long time, but now we have factory CAD renders from all leaks, and that's the most exciting thing. Now, if you look at the outer screen, it looks like a folder, like a Windows folder or a Mac folder. I mean, yeah, really. You know what? There are other changes, but the outer screen is the most noticeable change, as it is now a 3.4-inch screen compared to the current Galaxy Z Flip 4's 1.9-inch screen. I mean, think about the first generation Galaxy Flip. I mean, that was tiny as, I don't know, even a thumbnail. The rear camera arrangement also has changed. Now they sit a little differently than they used to. But because the screen is much more larger now, the Galaxy Z Flip 5's cover screen will hopefully be much more functional than it ever was. Now, according to Ice Universe, Samsung is also working on the software right now to fit the weird-looking, folder-looking cover screen. I don't know what they're gonna do with that extra screen right there. Maybe just status bar. But that's not only it. We've also heard one more thing. Samsung will also offer a different kind of always-on display on the Galaxy Z Flip 5, mostly on the cover screen. And that is kind of similar to what Apple did with their iPhone 14 Pro and Pro Max. Like a slightly dimmer lock screen, so you will have a bigger picture rather than a small little tiny box for a custom picture. Now, the rest of the design is not very different. The inner screen is still 6.7 inches, but the device is slightly smaller and thinner when unfolded. Maybe it's mostly because of the bezel size and stuff like that. And the dimension looks like this: 165mm tall, 71.8mm wide, and 6.7mm thick. While the Flip 4 was like this. But the thinness when folded is a result of a new hinge design that will enable the display to fold inside the hinge in a way that it will create a shape like water drop, which will also reduce the visibility of the crease, which we all are waiting to see, and make the device fold completely flat, and there will be no gaps in between the two halves of the phone. That's actually great. But that's not only it. We've also heard that the new hinge design will actually allow Samsung to have some kind of dust rating. And the dust is something, if you don't know, is the biggest enemy of any foldables currently in the market. So there would be some kind of dust rating, but it will not be like IP rated, because that's hard to get for these phones. Now, as for the other things, it will have 8GB of LPDDR5X RAM, UFS 4.0 storage options, and the storage options are something gonna be similar to what the current model offers. No difference. Other than that, the Galaxy Z Flip 5 will also weigh around 187 grams. Well, we've already seen a leak where the battery capacity is much less, slightly less than the current model, but that's only one part of the battery because there are two batteries inside the Flip phone. So until we know about the capacity of the other battery or the secondary battery, we can't really say anything. Other than that, there is no other changes coming to the battery or even the fast charging speed. Now, according to Yogesh Brar though, the Galaxy Z Flip 5 will also have the same set of cameras, 12+12. And the front camera is also not going to change either. It will still be a 10-megapixel camera, as you have heard in the last video. But that doesn't mean the camera sensors are not changing. But we will get to know more about them in the future, so definitely keep an eye on this channel. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. What do you think about the Galaxy Z Flip 5's new cover screen design? And yes, if you want, you can get some crazy cool wallpapers up on my website, a link down below. Until the next one, bye and take care.